Lock in. It is that time for online lobbies in Project Motor Racing for one winner and a whole bunch of losers. Anyway, welcome to the show. What's going on, everybody? Let's see here. I'm just looking at the lighting on that. How does that look? Video. We'll go with that. Sure. All right. So, how's everybody doing today? Good day today so far? Good day, bad day, all the fun stuff. Today, in today's stream, we did some LMDH comparisons throughout all of the sims. And in the process of testing and trying to get the LMDHs to work in Project Motor Racing, I did encounter a bug with tires, and I noticed it is actually not specific to the LMDH. I think the LMDH has its own problems that need to get fixed on the big end, the developer side, which I think that they are already having in the works. However, there is a tire pressure bug. It doesn't stay what you want it to be. So I'll show you what that is in a second, and then we'll jump into some lobbies, and we'll do some racing. But what I want to know is, why have I not seen this before from the people that have been, say, kitting out the cars or setting the cars up? It's pretty strange to me. I can't be the first one who's seen this. All right. Any luck with solving the crash issue? I do believe the devs are making progress towards it. I don't want to say what it is or is not yet because we don't know. And until it's official, that's just, you know, it's whatever. But they have made some progress, so that is good. I'll go with steel. Oof, that's rough. Well, that one I want to stay. Let's go with that. Something out of Tron Legacy right there. Sure, that works. All right, so what I want to show you is what I found today. It's a relatively quick one. It does this in all the classes. Jump into a race. Doesn't really matter what car you drive since we're in the LMDH. Actually, I could probably show you something nifty on the LMDHs. So, BMW, get in the race. All right, y'all watching? Go to vehicle setup. All right, as you can see, I have the tires on the minimum they can go, 18.9 all the way around. Back. Let me get in the car. They're at 30 PSI right now. 27, 27, 30, 30, right? Now, clearly that number is not what I set, but maybe it just translates wrong. Let me go back to the pit. Return to pit. Vehicle setup. Tire and chassis. Bump it once. Bump it once. Let's try bumping it back. 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 Drive. Look at the tire pressure. 21 all the way around. Okay, so you got to bump the tire pressure to get it to stay where you want it, right? Let's go back to the pit. Now let's not go into the tire menu and just go back to drive. The tires are at 28 pounds. And they'll stay at 28 pounds. 27 or so. How has this not... I can't be the first person that's found this. Correct? Yes, no, maybe? Back to the pits. Turn to pit. Back to vehicle setup. Tire and chassis. Let's bump the tire pressures up again, and then right back to where they were. Back. Get back in the car. 22 PSI. How can you set up a car around varying tire pressure? Because I can tell you that this LMDH car at 22 pounds grips. At 28 pounds, you can't drive it. I'm just going to take it out of the pits cold right now. Watch my grip levels. This S-curve right here is, like, detrimental to this car. Oh, I actually spun out there. That's probably my fault. Here I am trying to test. The oversteer in this car is unfortunately fundamentally built into the car. I'm less concerned with the varying numbers between what the pit says and the real world number. The problem for me is the number changes. And what the number is in the tires is the number that matters for how the car drives. And by the way, I've already addressed this to the devs. So I never go to the public first with an issue. Whoop, 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 missed it, missed it. That's just late braking. Learn to drive, bro. My frustration is more so, how has no one noticed this? I shouldn't say no one, but why is this not, like, why am I not reading the hell out of this in all of the Discord? But, like, we've got some decent grip. Now let's go back to the pit. Return to pit. Let's just get back in the car. Our tires are now at 28 pounds. I did nothing. They were just at 22. Now they're at 28. Let's see how that affects the way the car drives. I spent about an hour today trying to get this car to go down the road, and that was the first time I adjusted tire pressure, and the first time I found a tire bug. Yep, there goes all the rear grip. Can't take that turn with any level of speed. Anyway, let's try one more time. Now that the tires are a little warmer, let's see if I can make that chicane without spinning out. Jesus, I can't even make this one. And by the way, you stop considerably faster at 22 pounds as well, versus 28. Realistically, this particular car needs some buffing on the developer end, which like I said, I do believe they're working on that. See, like that right there? That's 28 pounds doing that. 22 pounds, it wouldn't do that. Anyway. Return to pit. Get back in the car. We're still at 28 pounds, right? Return to pit. Vehicle setup. Tires. Bump, bump, and then bump them back, right? That's it. It's the exact same number. I just rotated the dial forward and then back. Get back in the car. 22 pounds. So, I've already sent videos and stuff like this to the devs. They're aware. But I'm just wondering what's going on with people who are actively doing things with this game, and they're not seeing things like that. This is what I mean by, like, critique. Look for problems. I just found that problem and immediately told the devs about it. You know? But anyway. If the devs don't know about... Now, I'm not saying people don't tell people. Obviously, the Discord is a disaster that I can't even be part of, in all honesty. But... these things need to get brought up. if you want this thing to be dialed in, you know? Anyway, let's get a lobby going, huh? What do you say? That was my addressing / complaint for the evening. Now we're just going to play the game and have a good time. Let me... By the way, the tire thing is across all cars, I've noticed. But only the LMDH cars are really punished by it because the LMDH cars, they need their own addressing. Start off at Donington. Great, fun warm-up track. GT3, I'm going to do some LMDHs. That way I can experiment with LMDHs more. Group C, I'm glad more and more people are trying them and having fun. And then we'll do some GT1s in there too. Let's get some fast cars in here. Fast car lobby night. What do you say? All right, so damage off for the unholy rammers. Let's see, crossplay enabled. Let's see. Firm. 5 laps. We might as well do quali. We're going to do a 5-minute quali for this. I'm going to set qualifying as short as possible, unless the track itself just can't be done, you know? Like Spa, I'll probably do 10 minutes. Short tracks, I'll do 5. Create server. We're going to do winter to get the tires to last the longest. Might actually... I think I'm going to jump into an LMDH first. You guys obviously can do whatever you want. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I just want to experiment a little bit more with the LMDH. But... Texas Ass Popper. I like it. I like it. I don't know what it means, but I like it. Let's see. Gotta push here. Do the cars feel slower? Yes, the cars genuinely do get slower when the tire pressure is down. They respond just like a real tire. If you're running an underinflated tire, you will lose mile per hour. But you will gain a substantial amount of grip. However, the LMDH cars, the only way I can get them to get any level of decent grip is to basically minimize the tire pressure, which you shouldn't have to do for that particular car. Alright, I guess we'll get this lobby going. And obviously, if the lobby crashes, we'll be sending that to them as well. The Jaywalker Z, yeah, you're more than welcome to jump into the lobbies. What I'm curious about is if I'm able to get into the race with the right tire pressure. I don't know if I can. That's the problem. I'm going to have to readjust the tires in between because they're not going to stay the same. Because you saw when I return to pit versus go back to the race, the tires are rebugged back up there. They raised in pressure. All right, so setup, tires and chassis. Tires are where we want them to be. It's bump, 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 because we already know they're not going to be where I want them. Back, back, drive. All right, tires are where I want them right now. So let's go for some quali times. All right. Here we go. We're not even turning off ABS for this right now. We're running on ABS 1 just for the sake of having some level of measurability. Oh, and for the guys wondering about SimPro 3, I ended up switching back to 2. The beta is a bit too buggy for me, personally. So I recommend if you're the casual not looking to do any beta testing to stick to 2. And let the bug chasers kind of hunt down that. Because I found quite a few bugs in a very short amount of time that SimPro 2 does not have. Or sorry, SimPro Manager, whatever. Oh, that is just fundamental what's wrong with this car, unfortunately. The good thing is, though, I don't know if it will be. I don't know if they know it will be. But I have a level of confidence that this car will get a significant, or these cars, the LMDH cars, will get a significant buff relatively soon. At least I hope so, anyway. Because I don't know if anybody watched today's stream comparing the cars, but... Oh, okay. Ah! Hope nobody crashed right there. But we tested the LMDH cars across 6 major sims, and unfortunately this one came in last place. I was expecting it to, honestly. Because obviously I've played all the sims prior to today's stream, but I wanted to do it all back to back to back to back to back, so it was fresh in my brain. And yeah, these were the most punishing, mostly because of that oversteer issue that just doesn't seem to want to go away with any level of setup. It can get it better, but it's there. See, like right there. See that? That's just part of this car. Or these cars, the LMDH cars. We have max downforce in the rear. We have all the work done to the diff to make it coast better and not want to snap out of, or lock up the tires, I mean, when you let out of the throttle too aggressively. We have the tires on softs. They're on the lowest tire pressure that you can program. And it still wants to do it. The car has great front end grip. That's what I will say. It has terrible rear end grip. I do not trust the back of the car to stay the back of the car. I always feel like it's going to quickly become the front of the car. All right, there we go. Got our qualifying time. We're done. Back to the pits we go. Took 3 laps, all from the last couple turns, to not have that happen. Now, I can almost guarantee for the race, I'm going to have to bump the tires again. All right, I'm jumping in the Discord. Fway, if you're around, I noticed you're in the lobby. You're more than welcome. I see there's already some guys in there, so... Hello, fellas.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Going back to the pit.
Let's see. Gotta get your guys' volumes right.
Cool. Just qualifying.
All right, so let's see.
Hey, EJ, at least you didn't crash.
I did multiple times. Took the third lap to get a clean lap. But what is... Why are all the cars red on my screen? Interesting. Alright, so tires. Bump, bump, bump. Oh, oh, oh. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Just because I don't want to touch that.
How's it going, fellas?
Back, drive.
How you doing?
Alright, my tires are at 22 pounds. So we gotta do that every time. Oh boy. And by the way, that's across all cars. Oh, I got a false start too. Well, if I got a false start, I'm just going. Screw this. My clutch didn't do anything. I guess I gotta rebind my wheel clutch because I switched over to Sim Pro 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in the back, let you guys pass. It is what it is.
Oh my gosh. That's a up turn right there.
The devs have not, but that is not something that we've talked about, honestly. I'm more chasing, like, jarring, game-breaking bugs. Like, yes, it would be cool.
Off the road, really?
The tires, that is far more important of a bug than, you know, the replay stuff. But yes, I mean, it's all on their radar, but you have to prioritize everything. You have to understand, too, they are not a big team. They are not, you know, Turn 10 with maximum Microsoft backing or whatever. Pick your favorite sim with a massive team. That's not what they are. You have to look at this game as a passion project, and it's going to take time. That's why I try and spend some of my spare time helping them find things. Because I enjoy playing the game.
Across the board?
Yes, it's all cars.
Oh, wow.
I found it in the LMDH and then checked every car, and every car does it. I don't, like I'm saying, the people who like extensively like set up cars, how have they not found this? I spent 1 hour, and it wasn't. I as soon as I played with tire pressure, I noticed it like immediately.
I'm gonna have to change the tire pressure. Jeez. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh, okay. The hell? What is... Alright, we have a guy who's intentionally ramming. Cool.
me off.
Yeah, he's just intentionally trying to hit people.
Is it the Porsche?
No, it's the ass popper guy. Either that or maybe he's not intentionally trying to hit people, but maybe he's just that rough. He needs some work, but... What John said. Project motor racing. What do we know about projects?
I used to get season projects, so...
When someone says it's a project car, that's another word for it's a car that I'm never going to finish.
Right. Dude, I'm terrible at this turn here. This last turn.
But like I can deal with the LMDHs with minimum tire pressure. The cars themselves still have fundamental flaws that kind of need to get fixed on the developer side. But the tire bug is, because the tire bug, while it is there, you don't notice it on the other cars because the other cars drive good. These cars are struggle buses, you know, and it's really just the oversteer issues.
That's the problem.
Because I drove Race Room, AMS2, iRacing, LMU, and oh yay, there it is.
iRacing.
Rensport. I mean, iRacing. Here's the thing. So I logged all my lap times on Monza, and Project Motor Racing I was the second slowest in, and I did like 30 laps chasing a time. Now, mind you, I'm a lot slower in iRacing, but iRacing that's just the way iRacing is built. It's built to keep you under the limit, like way under the limit, because you don't trust the tires. Whereas this, the car handles great, and then it kills you for no reason. I was the fastest in AMS2, which understandably so. I have almost as many hours in AMS2 as I do in this, and the car doesn't have this like lift-off oversteer issue. I shouldn't even call it a lift-off oversteer issue. It's just an oversteer issue. It doesn't matter if you're on throttle, under a little throttle, full throttle, no throttle, on the brakes. It doesn't matter. If you go into a turn with too much speed, the ass just swings out and crashes you.
They need to fix these turnings though too.
The what?
The oversteer, like you said.
Well, that's only on the LMDH cars. I mean, there might be some other classes, but some of it's just gotta, you know, figure out how to drive the cars. But like, the reason why I tested all the sims back to back to back today is this was the only car that I couldn't drive. LMU, I have 10 hours in LMU. 10 whole single hours playing LMU. I was 2 seconds faster inside of 5 laps with the same exact car on the same exact track than I was in this game, which I have the most amount of hours in, and I did like 30 laps to get there because every lap was a crash. I kept crashing the car. Now, mind you, it's just this class of cars.
I haven't touched that class, so...
Yeah, I don't really play there either.
I like driving LMDH, but except for iRacing, I don't like iRacing as LMDHs because that's just iRacing. But I do like these cars, but it needs some work in this for sure. It's really just oversteer. The front of this car grips amazing in this game, but see, the ass is just trying to kill me at all times. But the front of the car grips amazing. In fact, it has some of the best turn-in on any of the LMDHs in all of the sims I played. But it's got the absolute worst rear grip by a landslide.
Don't you fucking dare oversteer cars, right?
Yeah, as we were testing earlier today, I was like listening to the audio. I think iRacing may sound the best.
That's one thing I didn't pay much attention to, honestly. Me being the sound guy, you think I would have. My problem is that like if I was in the Cadillacs, I would have paid more attention. I just don't care about the sounds of these particular cars. If it's a sound of a car that I really, really, really like, then I pay more attention. Or if it's a car that sounds really bad, I'll pay attention to it.
And I just don't want to do that. Okay.
Good note is, John, that this lobby didn't crash.
That's good.
But like what I just did there, even though I spun out several times, if the tires were on 28 pounds, I wouldn't have completed a single lap without rage quitting. Tires are the only thing I've found to get this car to be drivable, which shouldn't be the case. The car should be drivable in its default trim without lowering the tire pressure. So, but I mean, like I said, that's in the queue, this car. But I will say today what I did, I actually really enjoyed it. It's honestly more up my alley for like streaming. I'm not much of a like get in ranked and just play ranked racing all day and that's my stream. I'm in the like, all right, let's fire up 27 games and compare this one thing across all of them and then rank them all, you know? I knew today was going to be a bad day going into it for PMR because it's arguably the worst class in PMR right now. And a lot of the other sims are dialed in, especially games like LMU, even though LMU was not my favorite. But, like, that's my point, though, is that I don't play... This is the part, like, because a lot of people were starting to, like, when I started critiquing this game today, they were starting to jump to the defense of the game, because I noticed that's what people do. It's very strange. People will die on the hill of their video game. Like, no, it's just you. It's like, what don't you understand about? I just played 5 other Sims, and I'm driving them all exactly the same, and I can't do it in this game, and I have the most hours in this game and the most laps, and it's the only car that I'm playing with the setup to try and get it to go around the track. Like, that isn't a me thing. That's a the game thing, you know? Like, LMU. I don't play LMU. I don't have time into it. Yet, I had no problem driving that car around the track. And by the way, they were all authentic. This was the only one where I needed ABS as well. Now, mind you, that was just to not because I needed the ABS to get the car to stop, but I needed assistance in stopping so my brain could focus on avoiding the oversteer. There we go. Here's the lobbies we're talking about. Come on in, boys. I'm going to stick to the hybrid for a little bit. I'm in a hybrid zone right now. But progress is progress. But anyway, what I'm going to probably do for Friday stream is I might do the exact same thing with GT3s and work my way down the line just comparing cars. Because that's a lot of fun. Regardless of what people think.
That would be interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't...
I think this game holds up well with the GT3s.
Oh, for sure. Like I said, today was objectively going to be the worst showing for PMR. And by the way, you guys can switch back it because I don't know. It's silly how it does that. That's I wouldn't say is a bug, but it's definitely something that should be reprogrammed on the coding side. Because whatever car and multi-class that you're in, whatever class you're in, if you edit the lobby, everybody gets switched over to that car or that class. So like all I did was change the track and it switched everybody over to LMDH. Let me see though quick. All right, so this
I can't even pick a GT3
hold on,
anymore.
that's my fault. Let me fix that. There we go. There you go.
Might go with the Porsche on this one. You don't want any downloadable content, right? Or
well, here's the thing.
you want to try to crash it?
Here's the thing. If you have downloadable liveries, you can pick one or the other, but let me know which one you're going to do ahead of time. So, like, for example, right now, do you have aftermarket liveries? Or what do you know what I mean, aftermarket?
I do. Yeah.
Apply one to your car. Put it on. Let's see what happens.
Why that was crashing things before.
It's
so...
It's probably showing me like a black Porsche.
I just see a black Porsche, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll ready us up. I don't know if it's the issue, but on their end, they found some issues with mods and liveries, specifically liveries, causing issues like that. So whether that's the actual fix or not, time will tell. But That's what I'm trying to do here. So just make sure you tell me which one you're running. Of course, Furry jumps in, and like the ninja he is, you don't even know it.
Yeah, we got like so many people. That's what we want.
Yep.
Just like you said.
I got the Rexy on. The green one.
The what-y whattin'?
What's this? Download. I got the green Porsche Rexy. I think that's what it's called, like the dinosaur one. That makes sense. Disagree.
The hell? My entire YouTube chat on YouTube disappeared. That's so
Gosh,
weird. I've never seen that
I'm breaking
before.
the game and the stream.
So you're failing to get in with the livery?
No, not yet. I'm good.
I think mine's bugged. I think mine might be bugged. Yes, sir. See that, John?
No.
John.
We did
No,
it.
this is good. This is good. This is good. We duplicated a problem. There we go. Oh my God.
That is not good. That is not right though.
Yeah.
Well, no, we know we're trying to find the what's not right, and I was told to try this to see if it happens, and I did, and it happened. Now I'm going to start the exact same lobby,
Are we
and
backing out?
yeah, but everybody
Yeah.
back out, rejoin my lobby, and this time, Fway, don't run your livery.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Why am I echoing?
yeah, I hear there's someone's playing the stream.
Excuse
on
me, what's
Discord.
going on, guys?
Oh, of course it's
So
O'Malley.
Hey, so wait, what you guys figured out now?
Can you do me a favor and yeah, it's,
Hold on, I got you.
yeah.
That was a little too sensitive. Now, what you guys figure out?
So what we I still hear the echo. It's still loud as hell. So what the devs told me is they potentially found the crashing bug, and it's potentially liveries, the third-party liveries, not the in-game default liveries, but the ones you apply through mods. And I just had Fway apply one to his Porsche. You didn't make it into the lobby, right, Fway?
I did make it in.
Okay, you
Yep.
did make it in, but my game crashed. I had the wheel spinning nonsense stuff. So now we're gonna reboot the lobby. I'm gonna have him not apply that livery, and we're gonna see if it doesn't do it. I just want to get a few more people in here first.
Wow, that's gonna be crazy.
Still showing black.
That's gonna be crazy if it was just the livers that's causing that.
Yep. I mean, they're the ones who found it. They said they might have made some progress on it because they're finding that the liveries on the back end are causing host lobby issues. And so far, we tried one time and we got it to happen. So we're 1 for 1. If he turns the livery, now mind you, I don't know what everybody else has, so that's the only problem. It can be anybody. Anybody could be doing it, but we know that Way was the problem here. So, all right.
Damn it.
Yeah, I think this yellow one is not a
I can see it.
third party, right? Okay.
Yeah, I can see that it's yellow, so it's most likely not a third party. Now, you know what it could be too? By default, the lobby, I don't have mods on. So I have use mods set to off.
That's probably it.
That's what default is. So it's quite possible. We'll test that too. If we don't get a crash the next time, I'll have you switch to that, and I'll turn that on and see what happens.
Well, I mean, if you set the lobby to enable mods, then he shouldn't even have access to the mod.
Yeah.
So the fact that he even though you got to set the off and see him, I don't.
That's a good point.
I could still apply it though. I think that's what it's.
He can
what's
apply
causing
it, but we can't see it.
Yeah,
So-
his ability to apply it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
have
the
mods.
so it would be one way or the other. Either he can't apply it, like I'm talking about how to fix it. Either he can't, if I have it off on the lobby, it means so he can't apply the livery, or, I mean that would be probably the easiest way to fix it, in my opinion, rather than jump through hoops and on the coding side of things to make it so that he can apply it. It just doesn't do anything, you know, just have it grayed out. But that makes me wonder, too, if other people are applying other mods in general, and that's what's crashing the lobby. It might not just be liveries. It might be mods in general. Because if the liveries are able to be selected, you know,
It is a mod, correct?
Yep.
it's technically a mod, yes. If it's not programmed into the base game, it's a mod, you know.
And it was active when I went into the lodge or the server. I had the mod on.
So let's see what happens here.
This failed to join lobby. I gotta refresh.
I think you missed it.
Let's see if I'm bugged or not. Yeah, I'm still bugged. I'm bugged again.
You can you can tell right away if you're bugged or not.
Yeah.
If you don't hear any engine noises, then you're bugged.
Yep, lobby. Yeah, the lobby's essentially inactive when I'm in it. All right, so let me do this. I'm gonna make the lobby again, and I'm gonna check it to use mods on. Create server. Everybody back out and re-jump in again.
You know,
That's
that'd be
a-
nice if that switch works.
That's an odd bug though, because like I was saying earlier, even if you have it turned off, then people who got the mods downloaded, they shouldn't have access
Yeah,
to them.
yeah, agreed.
There we go.
That's so weird that my YouTube chat disappeared. Like, that's an actual YouTube bug. Like, I can't see anything
Yeah.
prior to John Z saying Project Motor Racing. Everything after that's gone.
I have two others that have chatted after that. That's it.
Yeah, I have O'Malley and then Shaolin Monk.
Yep.
All right, so we got the same guys in here. I'm going to get us readied up and see what happens.
Yeah. I'm gonna type in chat and say hi. There we go. Yeah, chat's working.
Yeah, chat's working. I just don't know where. Can you guys not see anything before John?
I could see the chat.
Yeah, I see Seaberg. He just said hi.
No, I meant before John.
No, I
Yeah.
see it all.
Oh,
See it all
Yeah,
before
see it.
John? Yeah, mine's gone. Even if I refresh it.
The history is still,
Refresh YouTube, it's just not there.
It's just quiet.
Well, no, I'm saying like all the chatter that was here from earlier is gone. The newest or the oldest comment I'm seeing is John Z, and that was not the
Oh wow. Even after a refresh.
yeah.
YouTube thing.
It's just silent.
AI is gonna fix all this. AI is gonna fix everything.
Yeah, AI is definitely gonna fix it
Yeah.
all. It's definitely gonna
Fix
take
the
all of
world.
our jobs eventually.
Charm.
Yeah.
Why do we think Skynet? Oh, their first decision once they go sentient is to take out mankind. Because we're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, but then
Yeah, our lobby's
Try
good.
that.
They won't-
Lobby's good. I
they
already hear
won't
the
have
cars.
a thing to do.
Lobby's good. I already hear the cars. Yep, we're good to go.
Not going down without a fight.
Although, why is my load setup?
Okay, there's a plug to
JR.
be pulled.
Right? There's always a plug. Or a power off switch.
no.
Turn it off and then on.
Back
again.
on the freaking track.
So, John, should I send you the log after this race or right now? Because if that's the case, I'm going to make every lobby with mods included until I can get until the game crashes. And if it never
Yeah, I think you
crashes,
should do that.
then we've potentially found the issue. Potentially.
Right.
Put on
right-
an
right
EJR
now?
of,
All right.
Grease.
Log,
Just a
copy.
log.
Incoming message from the big giant head. There you go, John.
I
Anybody
used to
know?
love that show.
All right, someone here's got it. I was about to ask. Anybody know what that's from?
What show is it?
Third Rock from the Sun.
Your third planet from the sun. Third
Third
was it
Rock.
Yeah,
Third
yeah,
Rock from the sun.
Yeah. I hadn't seen that in a long time.
I've never seen it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's before your time, boy. That had Joseph Gordon-Levitt
that
was
was
a kid.
Yeah, that was Harry. Harry was the transmitter.
Yep. Incoming message from the big giant head. All right, I'm gonna be normal now.
Oh, that show was hilarious, man. It was underrated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When was it out?
Oh, 90s.
Midnight.
90s, and I
I was
maybe
alive.
early to yeah, but you weren't old enough to watch it.
Born in '89.
Oh well, then you're just
Yeah.
ignorant. All right, so John, did I tell him? Yes, I had the one person remove the livery. Yes, and it still crashed. However, this time around, I turned on mod use, and it stopped. I clicked, so by default, all of my lobbies have use mods off. And in this particular lobby, nothing changed. I just clicked use mods on. So if a livery is a mod,
In the meantime,
you know,
they should set that to persistently be on.
I mean, I don't, that's not a big deal. I can turn
That
it
would
on.
fix
It's
a lot of
just,
people's problems. If it's a fix.
but it's one of those
I don't
things
know
though
why you
where
wanna-
you'd have to still fix it though on the other end, because if people don't want mods, that means their game might crash, you know?
Right. But in the meantime, if they can't fix it, it'll be
I don't see why.
Band-Aid.
I don't see why people want to turn the mods off anyway. The majority of the mods are cosmetics anyway. Why would
Yeah,
you wanna
yeah,
turn them
yeah,
off
yeah.
anyway?
Mine was off by default because that's the way the lobbies are set.
Or enable that particular field to always be persistent.
Yeah, just make it on by default instead of off.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll at least that'll be like a quick checkbox without having to like extensively figure out how to fix it. You know, just a quick checkbox to make it so that the lobbies default to the mods on until they figure out on the back end how to actually like chase the problem. That's assuming this is all the problem. Oh,
I have a good feeling that it might be.
we're gonna find out. Because I have
Hopping on,
not
Miley?
tried that in the past.
Huh?
You hopping on BMR?
Yeah, I'm kind of under the weather right now. I don't know, I feel like it.
Turning it down.
Sorry.
It's all right.
You're good. You're too fast anyway. Leave us slow guys alone.
Well, me being under the weather would be the perfect time for you guys to, you know,
That's
show
true.
me what's
That's
for.
true. Get this man sneezing while he's racing.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I got 2 kids with the flu right now. Just praying I don't get it.
Well, you know what's funny? I haven't gotten a single common cold since I got COVID in 2020. I swear to God, for me it was superhero
What were your
syndrome or
symptoms?
something. Oh, the typical stuff. Typical stuff.
Can't taste anything.
Can't taste and smell. It
That
was
was the
like
worst.
for me it was just a really really good cold, and by good I mean bad. But like at no
Yeah.
point was I like, oh, I'm gonna die, I need to be hospitalized or anything like that. No, it lasted about 2 weeks for me.
Yeah, same.
But
I rarely ever get sick though. I only got sick this time because I was back and forth out in the garage while it was cold.
I would get sick 2 to 3 times a year until I got COVID, and I haven't been sick in like 6 years. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know. I also live in farmland now too, so I'm not around people. I actively avoid people, so it's a lot harder to get sick.
Yep. because I didn't get COVID either because I was completely isolated. I was like, no, you stay where you are.
Yeah.
It's locked in the house.
China, they were welding them.
Yeah, I don't know how true that was, but yeah, it's crazy.
What?
They're like locking people inside of houses and shit.
Oh, I don't know if any. You already know how the world is with their
Miley.
theories.
Huh?
It's like I'm using medium tires.
Son of a bitch!
Wait, I didn't hear you say you're doing what?
I'm using like medium tires on like this car.
Wait, what are you asking me?
Like, what do you recommend like for veggie?
Mediums? Yeah. It like when you look up and you see the track temperature, anything. Well, it depends on what you're using. If you're using Celsius or Fahrenheit, anything over, in my opinion, anything over 20 degrees.
53 Fahrenheit.
I don't know the conversion on that, but anything over 20 some odd degrees, you can run sauce.
I'm just
But
gonna
anything
back
over
check
that,
34 psi.
That's a good time to go to the pits, right as I died. All right, vehicle setup. I gotta change to mediums. These
Like,
tires are getting way too
would you
hot
help
too
me,
quick.
like, tire assist?
say it again.
Would you help me fix the tires like that? Like settings?
What do you mean? What do you mean fix them?
Let's see.
So you go to vehicle setup, and then you go to tires and chassis.
Yeah.
You change them in there.
Oh, he's trying to figure out how to.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm keep spinning in circles.
What car are you driving?
Mercedes AMG.
Oh, really? I feel like that car is really stable.
Hey, throw your stream up, man. Let me watch you for a moment.
I don't know if I could able to do it though because
Just in the Discord. You don't have to do the YouTube thing. Just throw it up and yeah.
It'd be real nice if that is at least the temporary workaround. It's an easy workaround.
How
It
do I
rules
go
out
back?
all the modding.
is it over?
That's just the quality that's over.
Like 5 seconds.
Yeah, because I want to say we had the same people in this lobby as the last lobby, which crashed.
Do you want me to go to my vehicle setup, O'Malley?
No, just I want to observe you and see what you're doing.
Revving it up though, but I don't know if I should be able to do it.
See if these tires stay cooler.
Wait. It's pretty small.
Someone jumped.
Someone spin out on that one?
Yeah.
Is that you?
No. Thank goodness.
Oh man.
22 pounds. That's the secret to these cars for now. 22 psi. And you got to keep on editing the tires, so that way they stay that
You're
way.
going off track.
That's cracked.
Where are your tires at right now?
26
It's-
psi.
Yeah, I'm at
his tires was
22.
fine. I was just,
No, I was
he got caught in the gravel.
talking about Seabird on his LMDH.
26 psi.
Yeah. Yeah, until they fix the oversteer, you got to run them at like 22. But then they have to also fix the tires, though, so that they stick to what you set them to. Like right now, the medium tires are working better than the softs because they're staying low tire pressure. But of course, I'm being motored away from in the straights because I have max downforce and stuff on and low tires.
Yeah, half the issue might be that I'm
See what I'm
used to
saying?
driving so fast.
Yeah, you.
But watch,
you-
he's
you
gonna
went
motor
too-
away
going too
now.
fast.
Yep, there goes the downforce and the low tire pressure, kicking my ass in the straights.
that's all you. You gotta, you know. See, one thing I see you doing wrong off the bat that instantly make you a lot better is that driving line that you're seeing. Well, you gotta learn the tracks too. This help a lot. But when you come into a turn, you make sure when you see people move to the opposite side of the track, they're moving to that side because it gives you the best opportunity to carry the most speed through the corner so you can hit the apex. So like coming up to this turn here, you want to get as far to the left as you can, and then you turn into the right-hand turn. That gives you the ability to carry the most speed through the corner as possible. See, I've been watching you right now, and you're mostly in the middle of the track, and you're losing a lot of speed that way.
I gotta like stay right here and then move to the right. Like that.
So like this turn coming up right here, this first left hand, you want to get as far to the right hand as you can, far up to the right hand side of the track as you can. See how you're right there in the middle, you want to get as far on the right side of the hand of the track as you can. So you just went to the corner too fast.
Man, this Corvette's beautiful. I love it.
Right there, it's just that area right there, you know.
Yeah, that's your racecraft, man. You got a lot you gotta learn, I see.
You'll get it.
Stop doing that. Can't even fucking turn my fucking wheel. You gotta be kidding me.
I just lost my left side view mirror.
Dude.
Yeah, don't step on the gas in the gravel, just you gotta ease out of the gravel.
Came back on.
It's crazy how much better mediums are working on this car simply because the tire pressure is staying low. That's crazy.
Like, you see that turn you just went into? You were supposed to be on the far left hand side of that stretch of road as you could. By being in the middle, you're cutting off most of your apex, so you have to slow down a lot more. So this turn come up, move to the far left of the other. There you go. Then you can brake. So you just, yeah. So you just got you know, you'll get there though. Yeah. That's why I asked you to throw your stream up, because the worst thing you can do is give someone advice and you don't know what their baseline is. See, so you can give someone advice about making changes to the cars and whatever, and it may not even be the car. It just, you know, you need to improve on some of your racecraft.
And now I catch up to trout racing.
I have the feeling I'm going to start liking LMDH cars in this game once the update comes out for them, because
Don't say that.
What?
I want to keep beating you in GC3s.
What are you talking about? You're getting gapped hard right now, bruh. You're 27 seconds behind. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, Sniper, you're not having a hard time keeping the car straight, are you?
Just like this. Full speed out.
Yeah, that makes some. You might have to make some adjustments there. It shouldn't. I was looking. It shouldn't be difficult to keep these cars in a straight line. If you're having difficulty doing that, you may need to adjust some wheel settings.
Ah, you.
Yeah, and you're not downshifting either.
I was downshifting in that last one.
Yeah, but now going to the turn, you was in fifth. You should have been down in third or second going to that turn. They come down to this turn here, you should be all the way down to second, maybe first. There you go.
That.
Way has an update, 34 seconds. Just saying.
You're not in a GT3 though,
No
right?
comeback? No comeback? What?
You're in a different car class.
Yeah. So? What's that got to do with anything? If they get the LMDHs right in this game, I'll never drive GT3 again. This'll be my race car class. I like fast cars. I would rather struggle to learn a hard car to drive than drive the easy car that everybody else, or the easy class, I should say. Because the easier classes are always the try-hard classes.
Say again.
Hold on, I'm having a battle over here with guy at first.
See, like what I'm talking about, like I can't handle it.
Oh, he panicked. The pressure. I wonder if he's watching the stream.
Would you help me with my first feedback?
Yeah, I think you just need to just like turn it down a little bit. If you're fighting the wheel, you should be fighting the wheel. See, that goes down to personal preference. You have to find what you like between it being immersive and not being a nuisance to control.
That was me. I should have done.
Tires never went over 24 pounds, and I barely did any tire wear. That's the kit. That's the setup right there.
The key.
It's all the honestly, these LMDH cars, at least the way they're currently programmed, it's literally all tires. Just leave everything else alone. I shouldn't say leave everything else alone, but the major like game-changing change to the way the LMDH is to avoid the oversteer, and by oversteer I mean lift off, on throttle, off throttle, it doesn't matter. Is medium tires, minimum tire pressure, and they grip.
Trap racing, what happened? We're having a nice battle up there. Wish they had a chat function.
Speaking of chat function, let me go look at my my chat here. Oh, now it all came back. This weird ass.
All right, you can close your stream.
Hey, Sora. So yeah, it looks like the
You're gonna help me with
so
my
far.
feedback, right?
Oh, actually, hold on. Let me jump out of the Discord for a minute just to not talk over you guys. So it looks like Sora, what could potentially be the issue is, so this whole time I have not had, I go to edit my settings here. I've been running use mods off because that's the default setting. I don't typically care, whatever. I've just left. I figured it wouldn't allow people to apply mods, which is like liveries and stuff like that. I had someone apply a livery, crashed. And then I had the theory of, well, maybe if I turn on the use mods when I make the lobby, it will stop. Yes, Fue, add a mod. Add a livery back, whatever you want to do. Yes, I'm going to leave this checkbox on here because I have to make a new lobby anyway. and see if it comes back. In the meantime, I'll switch the track. Keep it a short one. Crap, didn't put enough fuel in it. Man, you guys try harding over there, running out of fuel. Whatever it gives me, that's what I run it for fuel. Sorry for the snafu at start. That's not a problem. Remind me, I have to see if my clutches are bound properly in this. As for liveries, not all players need them. I gotcha. Well, we're going to find out right now. Yeah, because Sora, I was told you guys may or may not have found some issues with that stuff. So I'm curious. But anyway, I'm leaving the mod checkbox added because as soon as I click the checkbox, I didn't crash. Now, mind you, it's only been one lobby. So let's just ready this up. I don't know why I'm sitting here. But I did send the, if you want, I can send it to you too. I'm sure he's just forwarding it to you. But I did send the log to John. So if you want me to send it to you too, Sora, I can. I don't think we're friends on Discord. Do you want to be best friends? I can't find you on the Discord, so you're gonna have to probably send one to me or make yourself visible again in the PMR Discord. Internal build, got it. Well, let's see what happens here. Oh, we gotta crash the desktop. Want the log? CTD. Only just found out what that acronym means a couple days ago. Copy. Yes, this was with mods on. But I normally don't get a crash to desktop either. That wasn't the crash that I normally get. I normally get the... I'm floating in a sky of darkness and my wheel starts having a panic attack. Trap, you'd find my Discord, I think you're already... Aren't you in my Discord? Either way, my Discord is linked below. Here he is. All right. Here, I sent you and John the same log. I crashed to desktop, which was a little different than my... It wasn't the same crash I normally get. But yes, I did crash. So I'm going to start the lobby again. Confirm. Edit settings. Yep, use mods. Put that back on. GT3. Group C. GT1. Damage off. Okay, create server. actually going to change to, if I can get the Cadillac dialed in, I'll never use the BMW ever again. Liu Kang. At least you guys are here witnessing it. I know you've seen it before, obviously, but the dumb luck we had with not crashing. So, Fui, leave your livery on. I want to see if it crashes it. Hello, Trap. Welcome to the party, pal. Name that movie. You officially have to name that movie if you want to be part of this club. Welcome to the party, pal. Can't name the movie. I don't know if I can let you stay. And if Trap can't guess it, who can throw him a lifeline in chat? What movie that's from? I'm what you call a cinephile. I like my movies. All this loads up, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Alright, so far no crash to desktop and no crash at all. So we have noise, we know we're good. Let me just tweak the setup here quick. I don't think this actually is doing anything, but that's how I have the other one set, so. I think the sole secret is literally just doing this. And making sure it's running at 22 pounds. Make the car drivable here. Max downforce for these short tracks. Save setup. It does look like even in the wintertime, the soft tires on these cars are overheating. Tire pressure skyrocketing, even after like 1 or 2 laps on Sebring. That's why the mediums seem to be working better. So let's see. Drive. All right, 21 pounds. That's what we want to see. That's why I want to drive this car, because of that sound. I see you, Fui. Yep, fully controllable. All because of tires. You know, I had a hunch when I was driving these cars before I played around with tires, like last week or whatever, that my conclusion with these cars is the way they drove, regardless of mechanical issue or whatever, it felt like they needed more tire grip. At the end of the day, it just felt like the back of the car was on a set of street tires and not a set of slicks. And now the car drives like every other LMDH class car in every other game, except for iRacing, because there's just no grip in iRacing. But you know, at least in iRacing, it's all 4 tires, so. Let's do some aggressive downshifting a second here. There it is, right? But that's also 1 gear too low. You could argue that was my fault, because technically we were on the limiter when we went into 3rd gear right there. So it doesn't do it at all when you're properly downshifting to 2nd. The car still doesn't like engine braking, I notice. That might be an accurate thing for the car. I truly don't know. I must have got a track limit somewhere over there. All right, 3rd gear. That should have been 3rd. All right, 110. Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, so just for a little clarity, the issue that happens, does it happen for the host or does it happen for everyone? Oh, no, it's a host issue. It's objectively a host issue. I mean, some other people might crash, but the particular issue that I experienced where the wheel goes nuts and stuff like that, that is specific to the host. For example, when I was curious, I booted, because I have it on PS5, I booted it up on PS5, I created a lobby on PS5, I then got back on my computer, I joined it with my computer, and everybody else joined. The PS5 host crashed, the same, well, although the wheel wasn't turning because it's hooked up on controller, but it's the same problem, but then PC was fine. So the person who joined the lobby was fine. So it seems like it's a host-specific crash. Because most of the people make it in, and they're like, oh, we gotta back out, because I'm gonna remake the lobby, you know? So see, right now here, Furry probably didn't make it into the lobby. He probably crashed. Furry, if you don't, do you want Furry's log? Because I can probably get that for you. Let me go into the Discord quick. Hey, Furry, did you crash?
No, my engine doesn't start, so I went out, so I didn't sit on the grid and block you guys.
Oh, but it was still bugged, or do you think it was
No, I like one of the cars. That's why I swapped cars. I just press the gas, clutch in neutral, nothing happens. And when it did work, it took like, I don't know, 20 seconds to rev up, and then it worked in a car that worked. So I'm not quite sure what's happening in these LMDH cars.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find one that's working now, and then I'll join back in.
Gotcha. That's interesting. Anybody seeing what I'm doing? I'm clicking the same button, and it was alternating between slider plus clutch, 29, and slider. That's interesting. Hitting the same button. Vehicle setup, tires. I gotta do this, though. I gotta bump the tires. And then that will reset my tires back to what I want. Alright.
Same thing in this car. Single player. I don't know.
Let me change my tires. Damn it.
Whoa. Yeah, bump.
Seaberg, medium tires and set minimum tire pressure before every outing. So because it will reset.
Medium tires.
Yes, I've been using medium tires. Soft tires get too hot too quick and they inflate, and then you have no grip again. It seems like it's specifically tied to tire pressure.
Medium tires. Okay.
That's what I've been using, because the soft tires work for one lap, and then they get too much tire pressure, and all of a sudden now you have no grip again.
My bad, whoever spun out.
I don't know why my car keeps tripping off.
I don't know if you heard me before, Fway, but well, technically Furry too. I switched back to Simpro 2 from 3.
Oh, you did? Why?
Way too buggy. Way too buggy.
Yeah, I was hesitant to try
I mean,
it
it's in beta testing, so that's why it's buggy. But like this game especially was the most problematic. Sometimes the telemetry would work, sometimes it wouldn't. It's worked every single time now. The shift light still doesn't work. Doesn't work on either one of them. But all the other telemetry, like that appears on the screen, just would not work. Like I would say 75% of the time, booting this game up, it would just not receive telemetry. And then switching over to 2, it's fine. It has no issues. I had no issues before switching to 3. Switching to 3 directly caused it, so I've learned that when you create problems, it's usually the last thing you did that creates the problem. But
I tend to stay away from the beta softwares.
Yeah, there's also a lot of other bugs with it too that I've noticed. Like it puts 2 taskbar icons. When you open it up, you know how you have like the whatever they're called, either quick launch or taskbar, whatever they are, where near your clock where the apps are running.
Yep.
They would put 2 icons there. One of them was not functional, wouldn't do anything, but it's the second one in there. And another one, mind you, that's not a big deal, but it is a bug. Another one was, if you go to drag it to your second monitor, it wouldn't, whatever the size, like for example, I have a 4K main panel and a 1440p side panel. Because it's on a 4K panel, if I dragged it over to the 1440p, instead of automatically resizing it like Windows would do, it would just, the resize, it would just clip away part of the app, so I couldn't see half the app. And if I dragged it back to the 4K screen, it was permanently broken. I have to close the app and start it up again.
Well, I'm glad you tried it before I downloaded that.
Yeah. But that's one of the, like, I'm all for, like, testing betas and finding bugs, but I don't have time for doing it on everything. Right now, video games is where I want to test things, or my real-life motorcycle nonsense, but...
I mean, what is this supposed to do differently than 2.0, whatever it's called?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see much of a difference to, like, justify its existence. It honestly, it looks like it's just an update for... It looks like it would be like a 2.5. The UI is pretty much the same. I do like setting the shift lights better in 3. That was something I liked better. It seems like it gives you a little more option for customization. But other than that, I really didn't notice anything.
Yeah,
This car is so easy to drive right now.
Wheelbase, so I don't know if it'll be beneficial for me to update it.
I mean, it's I feel
fixed.
like it would be less beneficial for you than me.
Yeah.
But I doubt they're gonna like cannibalize their old line with software. That seems like a silly move. Because there's a lot more Alpha line wheelbases than there are Alpha EVOs in the wild.
So that rumor for PS5, is that only for the new equipment, or?
Yes, because if you have a Sigma Cortex, you can use it on a PS5.
I can't find one.
Yeah, that's the problem. They discontinued them.
But I heard they were supposed to like come out with something.
I've heard that
so you
too.
don't have to use that. But
it's Super GT who's the one who's been like, spamming that. I don't know if that's just him playing, Simagic affiliate, or if there's truth to that. They haven't told me anything about that yet, so. And I'm in the loop for NDA information, so. I mean, technically, I might know, and I just can't tell you, and I'm just telling you a lie.
Damn it.
Yep. You'll never know.
I mean, I don't play that much GT7, but like, I like to just have the option.
Same. For me, the GT7 is street cars. That's the only reason I'd want to play GT7 is to mess around with street cars, building crazy cars and getting them around the Nordschleife. That's like my thing in Gran Turismo. Almost all of my Nordschleife practice was building ridiculously overpowered 1,000 horsepower street cars and getting them through the Nordschleife. Hurry's so fast, you didn't even post a lap time. So, Alex, you essentially... let's see. Right, so many interesting issues happen in the wild. Grabbing a drink. We'll hop into the lobby for the next session. See if I can grab any extra data. Sounds good, sir. So, for the LMDH cars, so I found a general tire bug that spans across all of the cars. However, specifically to the LMDH, they need to be at 22 PSI. They need to be minimum tire pressure. Now, the only thing about that, it's going to kill you on, like, the long tracks, the straightaways. I lose a good amount of mile an hour with 22 PSI, but the cars are so easy to drive. So, and you also need to do it on mediums as well. Because if you run too low a tire pressure on the softs, they get too hot too quick and they balloon up, and next thing you know, they're at 27, 28 pounds after a lap or two, and you can't do shit. So, like, they're so easy to drive with 22 PSI and medium. They're easier to drive on medium tires at 22 pounds. Ignore every other aspect of the car setup. I mean, you could technically do that to your heart's content, but I can tell you the one, like, major change that makes the car night and day is the tires. All right, so let's see. Let's do some lime. Oh, I almost said a bad word. We'll do more laps though. Do 10 laps on Lime Rock.
I don't think I've ever driven the Acura.
I'm gonna drive the LMDH on Lime Rock. I'm gonna send it.
Man, that Porsche during quali, I was flying, and then during the race, I couldn't control it.
I have to wonder if that applies to the Porsche too, the tire. If that would fix the GT3 Porsche by dropping the rear tire pressure to minimum. Because it completely changes the LMDH cars. Like across the board.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. My car felt completely different from quali to race.
Because the tire pressure was probably... Did you change the tire pressure at all?
No, I didn't touch it. No.
All right, because I will say it does change. Keep an eye on your tire pressure. Number's not always the same. I didn't find anything with brake temperature, Alex, that was affecting the driving of the car, honestly. I'm telling you, like, it's literally tires in terms of, like, the light switch, changing the overall handling of the car. So I'm sure that'll get factored into the next update for the LMDH cars. Because they still have their problems at their core, but at least for now, that makes them work.
What kind of headset do you have, O'Malley?
Huh?
What kind of headset do you have?
What is this? I forget the Logitech number. It's one of those Logitech ones with the pull-up microphone.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So I can tell you, Alex, by just changing the tire pressure, I actually want to try it on mediums now because I think mediums are faster tires because they work so much better at low tire pressure. But with soft tires, which I've had more problems with in the mediums, at 22 pounds, that I was able to bring it into the 140s on relatively easily on Monza.
First Life? All right.
No, Monza. I was stuck in I was like one of the slowest cars of all the sims I tested. I was in the 130s on AMS2 with authentic driving, not like, running whatever. And I was stuck in the 144s for a minute there. I got into the 143s, and I think I clicked off 142.9, but like I just was struggling to push the car through the turns because of oversteer. And then as soon as I figured out the tire method and kind of went back to it off stream, I easily banged out a 140. So
That was Rensport.
It's weird. Like, I wasn't that fast in Rensport, but here, I'll just show you.
It looked like you were going fast.
It looks like I was going fast, and I didn't have to do anything to drive it, but I didn't go as fast. It's deceiving. So I went, inside of 5 laps, I went 140.7 in race room. Inside of 5 laps, I went 144.9 in iRacing. PMR took a while, but I got into 140.9. That was with like 30-something laps, but mostly because every lap was a crash trying to get the cars to work. LMU, with no time on it, went 141.8 inside of 5 laps. I don't play LMU. So that was already a red flag right there that I don't play LMU, and I was substantially faster in LMU than I was in this. Rensport, I went 139.5, which is faster. But then in AMS2, which the cars are harder to drive, I went 139.3. So I was faster in AMS2 despite the cars being harder to drive. Now I could, potentially work on that, but I don't care enough. All right, let me ready this bad Larry up. But
yeah, I don't know. With Rensport, I couldn't figure out like what I didn't like about it. It was just it felt weird when I was driving. So I was like, you know what? I don't got time to tinker with this, so I just got a refund, but just got promised.
I will say, playing them all back to back, like all of them back to back, at least in the LMDH stuff. What was my chart here again? I just closed it. I want to say race room I put as the highest for fun factor. So I did race room. The fun factor was 10, so max. That was basically the baseline for like this is the most fun. Force feedback was a 10 because of a lot of what's built into the force feedback of race room. Difficulty was a 5. iRacing, the fun was a 5. Difficulty was a 10. Force feedback was 7. PMR did the worst because of how much I was I couldn't do a lap. I couldn't complete a lap. It was pissing me off. So I put fun factor 3. Now I'd say now that I got the tires figured out, I'd have to probably reassess. But either way, difficulty I put 10, but realistically it was harder. LMU fun factor 8, difficulty 7, force feedback 7. Rensport fun factor was 6, difficulty was 2, force feedback was 4. AMS2 the fun factor was 9, difficulty was 4, force feedback was 9. But for the most part, race room took the crown for the LMDH specifically. So I might just start doing this for like a whole bunch of different classes. I'm probably going to do GT3 next. Someone's crashing out. But based off what I found with the tires now, I would say with some tweak, I mean, I already know that they were tweaking it behind the scenes, so I just don't know when that release will actually come to fruition. But, and in my opinion, the LMDHs in their default trim are the worst cars in this game from how they should be, in my opinion. But that's coming from the opinion of, I just drive them in other sims. I have never driven one or ever will drive one in real life. So.
Yeah, me either.
I think we're bugged.
Uh-oh. What happened here? I'm bugged.
Bug lobby.
Yep.
No! Oh!
I'm-
Like I said, you can tell right away. As soon as all the cars load in, you don't hear
Yep.
any engine.
Yep.
Bug.
So,
Bug.
Sora, this is a big bug. I think a lot of people got bugged on this one. As soon as I click drive, so pay attention, Sora. If as soon as I click drive, my screen's I'm either going to be in the sky or the whole screen's going to be black, and my wheel's going to start going nutso. There you go. Whole screen's black. Now my wheel's having a seizure.
Bug. Bug.
So the checkbox for the that was a big lobby too. The checkbox for mods allowed did not affect it, unfortunately. Caught the bug locally. Do you need my log then? Yeah, it seems like a lot of people crashed there. That wasn't just a host crash. That was a lot of people that took a dive.
Get mod set to on too.
Yeah.
Bug.
All right, I'll send the log over just in case. Copy. Sent.
Bug.
Steering wheel is going crazy for you, Harry, or on my stream? Because that's the bug that I
Yeah, I think we all got that.
yeah.
Bug.
That's an interesting
Yeah, I
one because Harry never had that before, he says. I wonder if me turning the checkbox on gave it was like spreading the virus. You know? Instead of it just being me, I crashed. It spread to everybody.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Bug.
Got Raisins using them
I
on.
gotta figure out how to learn to launch these LMDHs because the clutches don't work.
Bug.
Anybody, is that a me thing or is that a part of the car? Like, I don't know. You can't if you pull the clutch in. Like, I mean, then again, it doesn't happen on anything else, so I would go ahead and say it's an issue. But if I go to pull the clutch in on my wheel or my pedals, there's no actual clutch engaged on the LMDH. It'll just drive right through it.
Might have been my problem because, like, once I stalled it, I couldn't start it again.
That's another problem with them. I don't know what that is. It's specific to the LMDHs. They need some work, without a doubt. In this particular one, the LMDHs are problematic. They have the potential to be a lot of fun, but, you know. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, this lobby's
we're
good.
fine now.
Yep, we're good. We're all good in this one.
Bugged.
Bugged.
Tire pressure. Oh, my actual wheelbase might be. Oh no, hold on. Forgot every time I get that bug, I gotta reset my wheelbase.
Bugged.
Oh, why is that? I didn't reset mine. Am I gonna be jacked up here?
I don't know. My wheel just tried to kill me. All right, we're back. Yeah, we're good. And NT, I don't know if I can answer that because I don't know what you consider to be worth your time. And I sure as hell, unfortunately, will not be able to tell you what's worth your time and not. It's worth my time.
Worth it.
It's worth a lot of people's time, but it's also not worth a lot of people's time, depending on how sensitive they are to problems, so, you know. Whoop, whoop. Gotta learn how to drive that. You know how hard this car would be to drive on Lime Rock with the, not changing the tire setup? Now it's, like, ridiculously easy. Oh no, I'm not paying attention at all. I just drove right off the track. That's fine. Let's see if I can get a better time. I was not paying attention at all. Oh. Yeah, I'm never going to drive the BMW again. I love me some Caddy. I wish this car sounded better in AMS too, but unfortunately it does not. Like, this is the type of sound that I don't even care if this is the right or the wrong audio. Because if this is the wrong audio, I want to listen to the wrong audio moving forward.
You can't hear a baby crying, right?
I cannot.
No.
Okay.
Can you hear a baby crying?
Yes, I can.
All right, because I was going to say that might be more of an issue than us hearing a baby crying. Just saying.
Yeah, I might need to hop out on this one. We'll see.
See that there? Tires are not set right. Evil Sly Cooper, thank you for the sub.
I have to give some Tylenol.
Oh! Damn it. Mustang screwed me. Oh well. That'd have been a second and a half off my time, too. Oh well. Alright, back to the pits we go. Serious answer though, NNT. The game, with every patch, is getting better. It still has some time to get to that, like, you know, fully stable scenario. If you're one of the people that can't play a game as it progresses, then maybe hold off. But if you're one of those people that doesn't mind riding the wave of progression and enjoying patches, looking forward to the next patch and seeing what it changes, then I would say yes, get the game. That's the reality of it.
Bug.
Gotta beat the furry. Nice lap time, furry.
right, now I got to go in here and readjust my tires again. So I got to bump the tires up and then bump them back down. And that resets them back to the 22 pounds. Because if I went in there right now, by just clicking drive, my tires would be at 28 pounds. 22 pounds. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know what I'm missing. I guess I could do that. I can just neutral drop it. That's, I guess, a way to launch this car, right? I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, we got TC, so who cares, right? Let's put it on the limiter and put it in gear. We don't need transmissions. Here we go. Let's try that out. Oh, I'm in fourth, that's why.
Oh my god.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna call it a night.
All night? Only 10:30?
Yeah, we got the bug in the house, man.
I hear ya.
Well,
All right, sir.
It's not good.
Well, good luck to you.
I'll be watching.
Have a good one.
See you, fellas.
Yeah.
Jesus. Sloppy. Oh my god, pay attention. I'm looking at the lap times. Driving right off the track.
Oh, I got lag. Oh, shit. I got lag. Did anybody else get terrible lag?
Nope. Guess I gotta wait for the straight for this one. Or not. Ooh. Oh. Whoa!
I guess I need medium tires on everything.
Is that you on the Corvette?
I just lost that return.
That was a slow one. It was a slow burn. I was right behind you in the caddy.
Felt like I just gained red. Tire got red.
Telling you, low tire pressure, man. Yeah, you for tracks like this, just low tire pressure. At least for some of these cars here, like what I'm doing. It's not. The only reason I say medium is because the low tire pressure doesn't heat them up enough to raise the tire pressure. It's less about the temperature and more about the pressure, at least in the LMDH car. And I feel like that might carry across all cars based off what I'm seeing here. I'm just in GT3 traffic, don't mind me. Oh, oh! Oh no! No! I was just killed by a BMW! Oh, oh no, oh no. Oh, I hear him coming too. Go, 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 car, go! Oh, these LMDHs just, I don't know what's up with them. They just do not start. Alright, we're good. We're good. I swear crashing cars in this game are magnets to me. Alright. Whew. Anybody know how the game feels on controller?
What do you guys think about Aston Martin?
About what? I can't hear anything over the game, honestly. Jester Ray, appreciate it, Jester. Thank you. How's the update treating you guys? It's better, but we're still having the main problem, which is lobby crashing. That's been my personal grievance from release date.
Very good. Yes.
Do you like Mustangs or the Aston Martin?
I don't really prefer a brand of car, make of car.
I think the Aston Martin, I think, in this is a little slower than all of them. In my opinion, if you're learning how to drive the game, you should start in the Mustang. Mustang's relatively balanced and very easy to drive.
Oh, you talking about the Ford Mustang GT3?
Yeah. If you're talking about the GT3 class, picking a car, the Mustang is probably a solid go-to for learning how to drive.
They're pretty fast too, and more control, right? Warner?
I mean, they're all pretty balanced in terms of how fast they are, but in terms of controlling it without crashing, the Mustang is a very easy car to drive. I guess we'll do a Monza. A little Monza action. You guys want 5 or 10 laps, or what are you thinking on laps total? I'm deferring to the crowd here.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
How many laps you guys want to do for Monza?
Monza. Ooh. 6, 5, something in there, I guess.
We'll do 7.
7.
It's about-
Oh, I need a G Fuel, that's for sure.
I'll catch next race, so I'll be right back.
Yep. Uh-oh. I see you, Furry. That Group C. Get sick of losing to me. You gotta go up a class, huh?
I just can't handle the LMDHs at the moment.
Have you tried the tires?
Yeah, well, I put the rear tires back 3 or 4 clicks. It was okay, but
Because
I still can't
what's your issue
deal
with
with
it?
not starting.
Oh, the not starting thing is
like,
pretty rough. My new way of launching them is the neutral
Even if I
drop.
start off the pit lane, sometimes I'll press the gas and nothing happens.
Yeah. It's like
Wait, so the
it's like the
higher-
battery system doesn't work in them properly because the battery, that's how they are. The battery gets them moving, but the battery's not getting them moving. They're just like struggling, you know? All right, you see this Sora guy? Everybody crash into him.
Oh, you want to crash run into him?
I'm just kidding. I'm just being a bully.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
That's the problem right there. Braking sucks ass. I'll be back.
What's up, y'all?
Yo, what's up? EJ King and Seabird, they're AFK at the moment.
Technically be AFW. Away from wheel. Or is that too much of a dad joke that just didn't land? Gonna have to reverse if you want to crash into me so slow. I'm always the back. That's because you're spending all your time networking. I have to wonder how much time the devs have, like, actually racing in the game. Like, genuinely playing it versus, like, just doing things in it to program it. So this one's been going. This one's been going for a while. Waiting for the 10th person.
Been, like,
oh.
stuck.
Oh, here you go. We got the ghost bug. We got the ghost bug.
You ghosted?
Some people in the lobby are.
Uh-huh.
Here you go, Sora. I'll send you that. Well, actually, Sora's in this lobby, so. All right, I'll send it to him anyway. It's easy enough to do. It takes 2 seconds.
Oh, no brake markers, no blocks. You can drive right through the chicane. Oh, that's a brake marker.
Whoa.
All right. Let's try this with less downforce. I'm just curious. Back to stock downforce. See if we pick up some top speed without losing control of the car. Oh, I got a bugged brake. There they go, Sora. You got a double whammy right there. I have a bugged brake rotor. I've seen this one a couple times. I won't be able to drive this car properly. It's actually affecting the tire pressure. Interesting. That one tire is higher pressure with a broken rotor. I mean, you technically have this log right now, Sora, so I don't really need to send it again, but yeah, this car is going to be a pain in the ass to drive right now. I can almost guarantee it. And unfortunately, it's not going to go away. It's the entire lobby. I say that, it's actually cooling down. That's interesting. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Does anybody else notice anything about the track?
Missing brake markers.
Missing everything.
Yeah, missing brake marker.
This map was not made by Straight 4 and Giants. There's no banners, nothing. Oh, there's one up there, I guess, but like the ones on the track are not here. Yeah, I couldn't even stop right there. I didn't want to hear it. Yeah, bugged brakes. Not good. I don't even think the downforce really helps much. It's really all tires. Alright, pick a spot. That wasn't it. Uh, 144.7. Not very great, but at least it's a quality. Game crashes every time you open ranked? Well, then just don't open ranked. I mean, that seems like my quick solution. I mean, when the stove's hot, I don't keep burning myself. I stop touching it. Yeah, see, look at the ghosting going on. I know that's not a solution, Anthony. I'm just making a funny. All right, my brakes are fixed. We're good. All right. Yeah, the only way I've learned how to launch these cars is to neutral drop them. Because the clutch doesn't stop the battery from pushing the car forward. And they don't go anywhere. The battery doesn't quite get the car moving correctly, so you just get stuck at the line. So this is how you gotta launch an LMDH car in this. Let's try a little less throttle. Jesus. I really don't know like where to stop at all in Monza without brake markers.
Yeah, without the brake markers.
I have no. I just drove right through again. Like. Oh my god. Ugh, I'm checked out in this one. Too many bugs going on in this race all at once. I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm not feeling well enough to be dealing with that shit.
Like, there's just way too many bugs in this lobby. Ghosted cars, no brake markers. Can I drive through this car? Yes, I can. happened there? Let's see if I can at least attempt a lap here. I have no idea where to stop in this first chicane. God. Oh, 7 laps of this. I'm just going to take my penalty. Currently driving the Cadillac LMDH. No, not yet. I believe that's coming, though. I'm 41.9. Oof. What I get for pushing it. Ghosty McGhost car. Another ghost. Not ghosted. The trap's not ghosted. It's Wira, whatever is ghosted. Furry's ghosted. Trapper John is not ghosted. Harry Desi is not ghosted. So strange. So very strange. I agree, Wetmog. The online connectivity needs to be absolutely be the priority. Like, period. Like when I see the people losing their minds over the tiniest minute things, it's like you have literally zero idea of like prioritizing the most important things. People complaining about VR, it's like this game is, in my opinion, VR shouldn't even be on the like you know, the radar, and people should be able to see that, you know? I feel like requesting VR right now, it really is like a narcissistic request. Give me my VR, screw all the other things that make the game a fundamentally normal game. Like, how many people use VR? Let's seriously, from like a census standpoint, how many people who have a wheel and play racing games play it on VR? Like 1 out of 50, maybe? 1 out of 100? Like, if you want a good racing experience, and then you play this, and VR is what you think is going to do it, it's like you... I don't want to see that person build a video game. Sounds good, so I appreciate you being here, buddy. Good luck. Get some sleep. Oh! Trap's out. Oh, he rage quit. I hear ya. I hear ya. I agree. The online experience should be the priority, no matter what. The bugs, the connectivity between players, just in general. That's the biggest, like roadblock for this game right now. The thing that's ultimately hurting its momentum the most for like regaining a lot of people who bailed on it is the online experience. Because I've played a whole lot of this game single player and testing, and honestly, like, there are tiny little things that need to be adjusted, but I truly don't believe that any of that is even remotely close to a game-breaking experience. However, the online connectivity issues, that is very much a game-breaking experience, and that should always be the priority. Then once the online connectivity is solid, then we can, you know, start chipping away at the polishing of certain things and stuff like that, but... Appreciate the sub, Russ Kingston. Thank you, sir. Use player-to-player for the vehicle positions. The game's state is all managed by a server. The host is only host in regards to choosing lobby options. Got it. Good to know. Because at the end of the day, if you can play visually, if you can play iRacing, or you can iRace, whatever, then you can play this without a problem, visually. Because, like, with all due respect to iRacing, iRacing's ugly. I understand it's a 17-year-old or 18-year-old game now, but at some point, you need to stop. Or you need to take all of the money that you're charging people for cars and tracks and maybe apply it to a an updated, you know, API or something. Because textures for grass is just not going to cut it in 2026. Yes, this game has its share of visual bugs for sure, but like the grass is interactive, the dirt's interactive. You know, I understand it's a sim and that's not a priority to a lot of people racing, but the point is, if we're going to talk about visuals, well, that's in the context of visuals. You get more frames on iRacing though? Yeah, no shit. I can get 450 frames on iRacing. It still looks like ass. I can get 40 frames on iRacing if I crank up all the ancient technologies to make the game look supposedly better. And it still looks terrible. The only thing that looks good in iRacing is the car models. But with games like Race Room, how is iRacing even in the conversation when it comes to visuals, you know? It's not really.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about visuals, the best looking racing game to date is not even a sim.
Agreed.
Now, it's, you know, to each their own. People have their own preference. But to me, Drive Club, the best looking racing game I ever seen. Period.
I actually don't even think I've ever seen Drive Club.
I've never seen that game look better than Drive Club, and that game is what we in 2020. What we're in 26 now. So how long is that? 6, 7, 8, 9. No, how long was that? When did Drive Club come out?
I don't know. Oh, also, too, John is the one who brought me onto the visuals in this, what I was addressing because I've obviously talked about it several times on stream, about the blurring in the replay and spectating. And it's actually directly related to all forms of temporal anti-aliasing. So TAA, DLSS, DLAA, FSR, you turn all that stuff off and have essentially no anti-aliasing, you have zero blurring. So whether that can be polished out, I have no idea, but it is directly coming from the implementation of anti-aliasing.
Yeah, that game is 12 years old. Drive Club came out in 2014.
No kidding.
Still the best looking game I've ever seen.
Right. I have not seen the game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm actually
If you're not doing anything you can remember, man, you should just pull up some footage. That game looks incredible. Excuse me. One of the few games I missed out on when it launched. I didn't get a chance to play that when it was out.
Yeah. I've never played it. Never played it.
It's arcade, but talking about visuals wise, oh, fantastic.
See you guys later.
Get off?
Hurry out. Yeah, I got a poker game in my place that I need to
poker
prepare for.
game, eh?
Yep.
Well, have fun. Don't spend it all in one place.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Man, what happened to these lobbies? They faded quick tonight. This normally goes into the late hours. I think I might do a group C here tonight, or for now. Get my group C on. Oh.
Yeah, John, you talking about Drive Club was 30. That's not an argument. I don't understand why you posting that it was 30 FPS. That's not an argument at all. You put that game up against any game you can think about and it looks better. Doesn't matter if it was 30 FPS or not.
Well, I think we all can agree iRacing looks like ass. But that game has a cult-like following that is just never going to go away. Which it doesn't need to go away. It's just they need to chill out. All right, so want a group C? Have a good night, Harry. Thanks for being here. I can see the argument for maybe sticking with Unreal, but I wouldn't say console only. Now, maybe console first or PC first, not all at once, and then do a port later on so you can focus up on one platform at a time. But I am so anti non-crossplay. Like, I think all of these sims are, like, regardless of the matter, it's losing money, everything. Everybody is losing by not having crossplay. Now, I understand it's more work, but, like, there are some sims out there that financially should absolutely, without question, tackle the console market. They would only make more money, like a lot more money. Don't know why. Like, eventually, we're going to get ourselves into a timeline where it does not matter what you play a game on. You're just going to sign into the game and you're going to play with anybody in the world who has that game. Be it on an iPad, be it on a smart TV by itself, you know, being on NVIDIA Direct or whatever it's called, PC, console, doesn't matter. You're going to tap a button on the side of your head and you're going to be logged into your video game. So at some point, we're going to get there. The sooner these games jump on crossplay, the more money they're going to make before it becomes the only way to play video games. The shooter space. When's the last time a shooter came out that was even remotely close to a AAA game that wasn't crossplay? Well, for what it's worth, Anthony, LMU I don't see arriving on console anytime soon. And I also, if it's not going to be crossplay with PC users, as far as I'm concerned, that's the mistake ACC did. And that's not a whole lot better, in my opinion. You need to bridge the gap between all the PC players and all the console players. Or why bother? Crossplay from like Xbox to PS5 only is really not crossplay to me. Better than nothing, but why take half measures? The only way you would do that is if the game just was not the same game compared to PC. It was a lesser variant of it. Let's see. Like, when it comes to like me jumping on Battlefield or Call of Duty, most of the people I play with are on console. Like 9 out of 10 are console players. And 9 out of 10 of them kick my ass on my bajillion-dollar PC with their $500 game system. So there seems to be this massive disconnect about who has the advantage. Whoever's the better player has the advantage. That's the reality of the situation. Driving this thing is crazy by comparison to the LMDH. And also, LMU is only good if all you care about is GT3 racing and hypercar racing. Yes, it does those well, but me personally, they're my least favorite cars. And there's a lot of people like me. Like, my biggest thing that I hold against LMU is something that fundamentally goes against WEC, and that's not having the Nordschleife. But again, that's part of what they're doing. I get it, but Exactly. Discord on console was huge. That was such a problem when you had to rely on game chat before Discord. Oh, that sucked. I hated those days. So LMU will be doing a massive disservice to their community, in my opinion, by not making it PC to console crossplay. Because I'm always going to want to play on PC. Always. If there ever is a release where they come out on PC and on console at the same time, I am 10 out of 10 times buying it on PC first. The only way I would ever get it on PS5 after PC is if it didn't work on PC well. I'm driving this car so leisurely. Oof. Oof. Oh. It really is annoying though that the GT3s are so popular. Like it's I don't know why humanity is always just so Me Too and Lemming like. Anybody ever played Lemmings? Like, because I feel like that's, like, the modern era. It's just Lemmings. You don't have to actually have an opinion. You can just be told what your opinion is and, well, okay, that's it. We're good. We are living in the Lemmings era. I'm convinced. I am so much slower on Spa without the line. I hate how bad I am at Spa. Oh. Alrighty. So I think Friday stream, I'm going to do the same thing I did today, but I'm going to do it with GT3 cars. I would love to compare more sims with, or different cars in more sims, but not a lot of sims have cool cars. So LMU and Rensport come off the table after the GT3 stuff because that's it. That's all I've got. Two kinds of cars. That would leave Race Room and PMR and AMS2 and iRacing. But I definitely don't feel like spending any more money with iRacing to ultimately just never use it. We'll see. Maybe I'll pretend I'm driving. Oof, the stream does not like that view, that's for sure. Oh, it's a long race, huh? I guess I shouldn't rage quit like the first lap. So what race do we want to see next? I probably got one more good one in me, and then I'm probably going to call it. I'm thinking a Nordschleifer run. Glad to hear it. How psionics... yeah. Glad you're enjoying it. It's the last lap yet? Jesus. A long-ass race. I think I'm going to go LMDH and Nordschleife. My brain is in Nordschleife, LMDH mode, but I'm driving all day today, so switching up is just... I'll tell you, I am so bad at that, it's not even funny. Tracks, sims, cars, you name it. I get locked into one thing and then I just cannot deviate. I am such a bad driver. All right, here we go. Change vehicle, back into my LMDH, or not. Guess I gotta edit the settings. Get in me caddy. Nordschleife, 2-lapper, no quali. Let's just get this done. Save. Well, let's edit the settings quick just to make sure everybody gets what they want. LMDH, GT3, Group C, GT. Got it. All right. Let's send it, folks. Let's send it. Maybe this race will put me in a more ready to go mood. Also, I want to use the new wheel too, and I don't like using this wheel for anything but like modern cars. I don't know, it's weird. It's like an authentic thing in my brain. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LMDHs. We got 1 Group C, 1 GT, and 1 GT3. All ready, you're up. This is a pretty gnarly wheel, I'm not gonna lie. If you're in the Simagic ecosystem and I'm not sure what wheel to get, this FX Pro is pretty badass. It's one of those things where, like, I want to be able to say, like, yes, oh, I just screwed up. You should be able to say exactly wet mog. That's where I was going. Like, right now, if you could buy a badass wheel for Simagic, it's the FX Pro. It's reduced price. However, the Zeus wheel's coming out. So until that wheel releases and I get it to, like, sort of review it and get my hands on it and see what it feels like, and then see also what it costs and how it affects the pricing on this, the last thing I want to do is be like, go buy this wheel, and then the Zeus comes out, and now that was actually a bad buy. And we're so close to when that wheel comes out, I have no idea when it's coming out, but the fact that it's been unveiled tells me it's relatively soon. So, for sure 2026. But that being said, though, the paddles on this... Damn it, I did it again! Sorry, guys. Hopefully it'll just bump us. The paddles on these, best paddles I felt. They're way better than the GT Neo and the Neo-X. You can tell a lot of the price goes into, like, the finer details of things. And the way paddles feel, I don't like a loud paddle, but there's a certain, like, the tactile feel needs to be, like, dialed in. And all the Simagic ones are relatively quiet, which I like, but this feels way... you just have to feel it. I can't really... I don't have a descriptive word for how it feels other than really good. Yeah, it'll be cool to see. They have a lot of stuff coming out. They have a lot of stuff coming out this year. I'll be interested to see what they bring. I do want the PlayStation support, though. I want to play with my GT7 street cars. That's the only reason I care about GT7 street cars. Nothing else. That is one thing I miss about Gran Turismo 7, is taking like 1,200 horsepower all-wheel drive car down the Nordschleife. Motor swaps, stuff like that. The unique streetcar stuff. The ridiculous stuff. That's what I miss about GT7. As far as like this kind of stuff, I couldn't care less about GT7 for this. Yeah, we'll be interested to see what they bring. It'd be nice if they brought a Mercedes. Everybody does Porsche. Yeah, these things feel so good. Hang on. It's just a good feel. Wait, why are my front tires at 28 pounds? That shouldn't be that way. It should be 21. Oh well. At least it's not the rear. The rears are the problems. Oof, oof. That was a rough one. Went in there way too hot. I can't recover. That was all me. I don't know why I didn't downshift right there. That was stupid. Yeah, if they patch up these LMDHs in this game, these might be one of my go-to, like, you know, really tactical race cars. Like, I'll never drive GT3 again in this game if these cars come along. Because I like LMDH cars a lot more than I do the GT3s. But they're... Oh, no! We're good, we're good. Poor-ass execution, but we're good. Yeah, look how cold my front tires are staying. Because they're too high a tire pressure. For some reason, the tire pressure did not apply. They should be like at the rears. So I'm missing out on a lot of front grip right now. Massive understeer right there. Oh well. Yeah, Wet Mog, you should try these cars after I figured out the tire system. Or system, whatever. Tires. They're so much more drivable. Like, so much more drivable. Now, I do believe it is a temporary fix, though, because I shouldn't need low tire pressure to get decent grip. But it does work. Everybody else tap out or what? What's going on? Where is everybody? Gotcha, gotcha. What's going on, Oil Slick? They feel the same. It's all about the tires, nothing else. Although my front tires didn't take, so I'm understeering like crazy right now. But see if you notice the difference between my rear tires and my front tires right now. It definitely sounds better. That's for sure. The Caddy's my go-to. No, son of a bitch. There goes my track time. Oh, no further action required. That was at least that. Alright, I'll still get a time. Nice. Well, anyway, the secret to these cars is low tire pressure and mediums. That's it. That's all it takes. And they work like normal. But you gotta go minimum tire pressure, and you have to make sure it applies it. My front tires did not apply. They are still cold after 2 laps in the Nordschleife. And I've had a boatload of understeer. But I've had great rear grip. Oh, understeer. $625, not bad. I do 6 O's in race room. So, we're clearly off the pace. Let's see. Mercedes, Simmels, a couple Mercedes, the GT, and the F1 replica. I think it's so sick that it's also trying to yeah. Yeah, this wheel is pretty badass. Pretty badass, can't lie. We're still running right now. Is this ever gonna end? There it is. Jesus. Damn. Lobby emptied up. Well, I think that's the sign right there, folks. Time to call it a night. Yes, yes. Oh boy, I do look forward to the lobby system and in general, the online play getting cleaned up. That way we can go deep hours into the night, because I will say is, you know, we do get a good run every patch with the Project Motor Racing. And we get a good run at nighttime for the open lobbies, but unfortunately they do fade with the problems, which is why, you know, the game, I'm all for it. But there is definitely some hustle to getting this game in order that needs to be had. And I know they're working their ass off, but the problem is they're short-staffed. That's just the nature of it. Nothing they can do about that. But, you know, it would be nice to see the game make it long-term. So, anyway, that's more horse beating. I don't feel like doing that. So we're going to wrap this up. Friday, we'll be back. We're going to be doing some GT3 comparisons across all sims, kind of like we did today with the LMDH stuff. I had a lot of fun today. I really like doing comparison streams. I feel like it brings a little bit of a different dynamic to live streaming. Live streaming a lot of times for sim racing is just watch me race. Watch me, you know, compete, which there are times for that. I do agree that that's a good watch, but every time it's, you know, I like to switch things up, and I really like doing the comparison stuff. So Friday, we'll be back to all 6 games that we played today. We're doing the same. We'll be tier listing them like we did, and we'll be playing some or using some GT3 cars. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to try and find a car that stretches across all the sims, which is harder to do than you think. But anyway. All right, folks. That's going to wrap it. Had a good time. Y'all be safe. Take care, and I will see y'all in 2 days. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday. Take care, y'all. Be safe.